What would make you immediately quit a job you were once passionate about? I was a teacher for 15 years, and I loved my job. I taught at a school in a low-income area, and I was passionate about helping my students succeed. I often stayed late after school to help them with their homework, and I even bought them supplies when they couldn't afford them. I was also a strong advocate for my students. I fought for them to get the resources they needed, and I stood up to the administration when I felt they were being treated unfairly. However, things started to change when a new principal was hired. He was very strict, and he didn't like the way I was teaching. He told me that I needed to follow the curriculum more closely, and that I couldn't spend so much time helping my students after school. I tried to explain to him that my students needed extra help, but he wouldn't listen. He also started to make it difficult for me to get the resources I needed for my classroom. One day I was called into his office. He told me that I was being put on a performance improvement plan. He said that I wasn't meeting the school's standards and that I needed to make changes to my teaching style. I was devastated. I knew that I was a good teacher, and I couldn't understand why he was doing this to me. I tried to fight the plan, but it was no use. A few months later, I was fired. I was heartbroken. I had dedicated my life to teaching, and now I was being told that I wasn't good enough. I knew that I couldn't continue to work in a system that didn't value my students or my teaching. I quit teaching, and I haven't looked back since.